All right, guys. I want to talk about NXT, but I need to log in first on my computer. It's much easier to do it that way. So I'm gonna put y'all on hold for just a hot second, and I shall return.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desire. Time. If I say I hate you, I mean it. If I say I love you, I mean it. If I say I hate you, I mean it. If I say I love you, I mean it.
Like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside. Front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. Rolling 80 wheels in a city. Riding on you. Gotta roll over T, gotta give a release. Spread your legs downtown, so I'm going out to eat. The raw sounds when I rock up in your.
All right, y'all. So let's get into NXT. All right. So we saw the rest of the finals of the tournament to determine who is going to enter into the NXT Battleground Women's North American Championship match. This is the inaugural match for that belt. It's a new belt being introduced to NXT in case you don't know. So we saw two matches. One of them was Fallon and Thea's, which this match I like both of these women outside of character wrestling wise. I think both of them are great. Um, I do think Thea will come into her own longer. The longer she wrestles, the better she will get, which has been the case when it comes to her. In this match, the two of them were doing pretty well with each other. However, there was some inconsistency on the outside of the match. Rich Allen joining Chase U hasn't been helping. And in fact, in this time, he was trying to help. He was taking a chair away from Fallon. The ref saw them and threw out everybody in Chase U from around the ring. This left Thea to wrestle by herself, which I don't think was an issue, but it became one once Jasmine Nix decided that she was going to be a part of the match as well. Now, Fallon did win the match without Jasmine Nix's distraction, but it was the distraction from Thea seeing Chase U leave the ringside that caused her to have a bit of a misstep in the ring. Now, Jasmine Nix decided to get her revenge on Thea Hale for breaking JC James' nose. Quite frankly, it's big enough. Somebody else would have broke her fucking nose at some point. I don't really understand why you feel the need to fight somebody else's battles, but go off, sis. You only known the bitch for 5 minutes, so I guess you got to fight for your bestie. Whatever makes you happy. Ultimately, Fallon is the one who advanced, and she has now been able to be one of the 6 women who will compete in the North American ladder match for the women, the new North American Women's Championship. The other match that had the qualifier was Jada Parker and Brinley Reese. In this match, there was some mishaps happening here as well. Brinley Reese was doing pretty well against Jada. Her and Jada had some equal back and forth in this match. But unfortunately for Brinley, the unlucky Idris and Malik came out there to rally her and cheer her on. This caused a slight distraction on Brinley's part, which gave Jada Parker the opening to hit her hip check, and that was the end of that. Unfortunately for Brinley, she didn't make it, but Jada Parker did. Jada Parker, along with Lash Legend, Soul Ruka, and Fallon Henley, will all be a part of the inaugural North American Women's Championship match. Okay, now listen, I like a even keel show, okay? And for now, Lash Legend is a heel. You've got Fallon as a heel, and you've got Jada Parker as a heel. The next set of matches are between Tatum and Michin, and then you have Kaylani. I don't know who Kaylani's opponent is going to be. I can't remember. So my apologies. The who?
The one super who got there, her gear was denim.
Renly.
Yeah.
Ren St. Clair. It's Ren St. Clair, my bad. So Ren St. Clair is going up against Kaylani. And then you have Tatum going up against Michin. I wish they would have switched that. I wish they would have put Tatum up against Kaylani and Ren St. Clair up against Michin. Only because as much as I like Kaylani, I don't think Kaylani should be in this match. I think Kaylani should cost Fallon the match and let them have a nice little rivalry outside of this title. And, kind of give Fallon some time to make her way to that main championship. I also want to see Mi Chen in this ladder match. I think that she should be the one to advance. I don't like how they have Tatum going up against her. Maybe Tatum will be pulled. I mean, maybe Tatum will lose and Michin will get the advance and go. But I really, really want to see Tatum go after that NXT Women's Championship and just really terrorize Roxanne. But we'll see who wins both of those matches next week, because those are the final two matches to determine who is going into the ladder match for NXT Battleground. Now, we got those two matches out the way. The middle of the show was dedicated fully to this triple threat. Now, the reason why Joe Coffey is in this match instead of Ivar is because Ivar is injured, so he is out. Joe Coffey was replaced not to reward him for his bad behavior, but because Wesley and Josh Briggs specifically demanded that Ava put him in this match because of the attack that they suffered by him last week following the end of NXT. So Joe Coffey spoke with the backstage correspondent, and basically what he said was Wesley and Briggs are just a stepping stone to me getting to my rightful place. And of course, Gallus has returned, and y'all have been just a little bit too comfortable with Gallus gone. And this is our chance to basically reintroduce you to our dangerous, violent selves. And all I say to that is it was much easier watching NXT without having to look into that psychopath's eyes every week or listen to his horrible promos. But do you, babe? If you think that it was comfortability with you being gone, I'd say it was more like watchability. But that's just me and my own personal. Everybody else likes what they like and love what they love. I'm not one to yunk anybody's yum, okay? You do you. But I will say this, it's not that we missed you. We didn't need you. That's the difference. Now, Trick Williams came out there because he had something he had to say. He wanted to address the WWE universe, specifically the NXT WWE universe. And essentially, what he said was, I did not attack Noam Dar. I know exactly what that feels like. And first of all, if I was the one to hit you, your ass wouldn't be getting back up. And number two, I ain't trying to attack nobody from behind. I want you to see me coming. Okay? Now, Lash was out there in her one piece, which I ain't like the one piece, but her shoes was banging. Her shoes was on point, but I did not like the one piece. However, she made it very clear that she didn't believe that Trick Williams attacked Noam Dar. However, Jakara and Oro Mensah, who came out there dressed like he didn't know if he wanted to be from 1992 in Hillman College, going up there with sitting up there looking at Whitley and them with his Michael Jackson socks and penny loafers on, and then his thug jeans. He was giving every reference he could think of from the 90s to the early 2000s. Child, he was all over the place in the fashion world, honey. I was like, where do you think you at? Where are you? This is not a different world. You are giving very much. I don't know who I am. I'm expressing myself. It was a mess. But anyways, NXT was good today, Alexis. It definitely was. Um, so he addressed it, made it very clear. Um Jakara and Oro Mensa, they wasn't having it. They didn't believe nothing that he had to say. They was like, nope, you're a liar. We know you attacked him. You did it on purpose. And before they could do whatever the hell they was going to do, Gallus shows up and they attack Trick Williams. Javon Evans comes out to kind of help, but they both end up getting laid out. Now, because of this attack by Gallus, this has led to a tag team match between Trick and Javon and two members of Gallus, Wolfgang and Mark Coffey. So they're going to be competing against Javon and Trick next week. Now, we also had a match between Lexis King and a surprise opponent, to which happened to be Dante Chen, who seems to be very over with the NXT audience. I haven't been watching Level Up, so I am not privy to Dante Chen and what he is capable of, okay? But I know that Dante Jen is a what I do? What did I say? What did I say, Donnie? What I do? What did I do? Anyway, I'm sorry. If I misspoke, my apologies, but I don't know what I said because I'm just moving through. I'm looking at notes and moving through. I'm looking at notes and moving through. So I don't know what I said, but let me know if I said something wrong so I can correct it, please. Anyways, Dante Chen, uh oh, I didn't say nothing. I was like, what did I do? I'm like, what happened? What did I say? Anyway, I was like, whose name did I say wrong? What did I mess up? Because I'm always messing up something. Y'all know I mess up. My hair don't never be done, so I'm messing up. Baby, it's true. When my hair was done, I was pretty damn good. But anyway, I need to get my hair done. But anyways, yeah, look. Dante Chen had the match with Lexis King. Now, the reason why this came about is because Lexis was tormenting Robert Stone. Essentially, he was trying to goad him into being his manager, seeing as how Von Wagner has no longer a part of the company. And of course, Von Wagner was quite the loser. And Robert Stone was constantly, either doing his best to build up Von Wagner, or he was doing his best to drag him along. And at this point, there needed to be a reset for Robert Stone. So it seems like he's scouting new talent. We saw him in there talking to Layla. There's a new girl in NXT. Her name is Layla. Saw her backstage. I think I got her name right. If I'm wrong, I know if Rico see it, he will correct me because Rico is very much adept when it comes to the level up talent. I am not. But I recall her name being Layla. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Anyways, we saw him talking to a couple people. He also has a promo that he posted on his Twitter that you can watch if you want to. And it's all about how he's going to start his reemergence. Okay. So essentially, Lexis King was trying to goad him into being his manager, to which Robert Stone refused. And Lexis King said his little 1-2 diddy like he always do, and then walked his slimy ass to out of there and ended up going to the ring, making an open challenge. This open challenge looked like it was answered by Robert Stone, but it was actually being answered by none other than Dante Chen, like I said, who seems to be very over with the NXT talent. They seem to really like him. His current persona seems to be over and it works for him. Now, in this match between him and Lexus King, it was okay. It wasn't a bad setup between the two men. Both of them did well. As much as I can't stand Lexus King, he's not a bad wrestler. I do. And this is not a no shade or no slight, and it means less coming from a big back bitch like me. But given the fact that he's on television, and I feel like if he was to drop a few lbs and tone up a little bit, his move set would be a little bit cleaner, and it just would have a little bit more, fluidity. He just would operate better if he was, just a few pounds smaller. And I don't mean that as a disrespect, because I mean my ass got to drop a few pounds, okay? But I'm just saying. So here's the deal. Dante Chen ended up winning the match on a roll up. Now, Robert Stone did get involved. He did try to cause a distraction. And initially, it looked like it didn't work. It looked like Lexus pretty much had the drop on it and kind of saw where this was going. But that wasn't the case either. Lexus King ended up getting rolled up by Dante Chen through a counter. And that's how Dante Chen won the match. Lexus King was livid, busting his head on the turnbuckles, kicking the ropes. He was irate. And Robert Stone was very much happy and feeling himself because he got to take down one of the biggest slime balls in NXT. And I honestly was very much here for it because it was something that should have been done a long fucking time ago. Okay. With all that being said, loves, okay, let me make sure I covered my bases. I want to make sure we talked about everything. There was one more match that we didn't talk about before we get to the main event. It was a tag team match between Axiom and Frazier, the current tag team champions, and two members of the family, which was Stax and Luca. Is that his name? Luca? Luca Crucifino?
I think so.
The lawyer? I hope I got his name right. Sometimes I call him Lucia, but I think his name is Luca. If I'm wrong, correct me. Anyways, I'm gonna call him LC because I feel like I can kind of, I can kind of vibe with LC, so I don't get it wrong. Because I don't get it wrong if I say it any other way.
Shit.
What's wrong?
Boston and Indiana tied 117. 5 seconds left. Indiana got the ball.
Oh, they shouldn't be tied at all, but whatever. It's
Overtime.
Luca. Damn. Anyways, why you ain't watch? Oh, because you're playing it. Anyway.
If we're being perfectly honest, I really don't care about this one.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Ain't that the conference finals?
Yeah, but I'm more interested in watching Minnesota and Dallas than Indiana and Boston.
Oh, you're horrible. You only doing that because Cleveland I did it. You're a piece of shit, bro. Anyways,
I don't want to see neither one of them teams, to be honest with you.
LC and Stacks ended up losing this match due to a distraction by none other than the No Catch Quarter Crew. The No Quarter Catch Crew. That's it. No Quarter Catch Crew. NQC. I am not adept on names today. I am losing my fucking mind. Anyways, NQC came out there and attacked Tony, and it was a big mess. Okay, they ended up fighting. The boys, I think it was Stacks that was left in the ring. Luca and them ended up fighting, and the ref couldn't control everything. It was pure chaos. Rizzo's trying to stop him. She really wasn't doing much, but it looked like she was trying. And of course, Frazier got the roll up. 1, 2, 3, ref counts it. Frazier wins. Now, Axiom and Frazier are celebrating, but they get attacked by the Goodfellas, which to me, I saw coming a long time ago. And honestly, I assumed that they would have the tag team titles at this point, but they switched it up on us and gave it to Frazier and Axiom, which I'm okay with. But I guarantee you, by Battleground, the Good Brothers are going to be the tag team champions. If they don't win it at Battleground, I promise you they're going to get them at some point. Okay, it's going to be at Battleground or Heat Wave, but either way, them bald headed hoes is going to be champions. Okay, now those are all of the matches that happened on NXT. I don't believe I missed a match. No, I didn't. So here we go. Let's get into the finale. The finale, ladies and gentlemen, okay? The final match of the night went to the tag team match of Shayna Baszler and Lola's ass and Natalia and Carmen Petrovich. Now, Carmen and Natalia both suffered a loss to each one of these women individually due to both of them interfering in their matches. Okay. Now, but Carmen got beat fair and square by Shayna, I think. Wait, no, she didn't. Lola attacked Natalia, and then Shayna was able to get that sleeper on her. That's what happened with that, I believe. Anyways, in this match, the girls came out there fully focused, but Shayna was trying to tell Lola, look, girl, leave the ass shaking in the back, okay? We got business. We don't have time for you to be out there shaking your ass. And Lola was like, okay, girl, but listen, I'm all business when it's in the ring. But she said, girl, I like to have fun. I'm a Latina. I said, girl, we know. We can tell. And it ain't cause your ass. It definitely ain't. Anyway, anyways, y'all. So Lola and Shayna lost this match against Carmen and Natalia. And I gotta say, all four women put on a banger of a main event. It was very, very fun to watch. It was so good, and I'm so proud of Carmen because Carmen really showed up and showed out. Lola did what she always do, which ain't much. Shayna Baszler and Lola ended up losing. Now, what was interesting was the end. Like I said, homegirls won. Shout out to them. But baby, listen. When the match was over, Shayna's not the one who got pinned. Lola's ass got pinned because Carmen and Natalia did the heart attack and took her out. Now, Shayna picked her up and basically was trying to, like, girl, just shake it off. And Lola didn't like it, so Lola kicked that bitch in the face and then started shaking her ass in her face, which is mad disrespectful. It's so disrespectful, honey. Child, Shayna laid low for a little bit while she's standing on the ropes, just dancing and gyrating, and she choked that bitch out. That's the best part of the show is watching her go down like a sack of potatoes. Oh, it was so satisfying. It was so satisfying. I was like, get that bitch. Get that bitch. She choked her ass out. If it hadn't been for the refs, her ass would have been asleep. Now, Shayna and them was not having it. Shayna ran out that damn ring and they got to fighting. Child, Ava came out there and was like, y'all is not gonna do this tonight. Y'all want to fight? Fine. Y'all can do it at NXT Battleground. Shayna took the microphone like, hell no. We ain't doing it at Battleground. It's gonna be NXT Underground. Then she dropped back and started fighting her again. Baby, best ending ever. I love it. So we're gonna get a NXT Underground match at NXT Battleground, and if Shayna don't win, we riot. If Shayna don't win, we are riot team. Okay, we riot. Now listen. I am going to get my ass up out of here. I hope y'all enjoy NXT. You definitely need to watch it if you haven't seen it. But this is the lineup for Battleground as of right now. And there are a few things that you need to know, which I's gonna tell you. Okay. So here's the deal. NXT Battleground has two other matches that are scheduled. There's going to be a triple threat with Wesley, Joe Coffey, and Obafemi. That's set in stone. So they're going to start, with the renders and marketing that in a minute. The men's title hasn't been decided yet, but there is a decision for the tag team titles. The tag team titles more than likely is going to be the current champions Axiom and Frazier versus the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson. And then the other match that has been decided is good old Roxanne Perez. You see, Roxanne had a little promo that she cut today. It was just a little video package of her saying she don't give a damn about what anybody thinks, that she is who she is, and she's the prodigy, and nobody's going to be able to take her to her championship for her. She's a two-time NXT Women's Champion, and that's all that matters. She's at the top, y'all at the bottom, get with it. And I was like, okay, cool. Now, once that went off, because it was like, girl, go lay. When that went off, Ava was on, and she mentions Nick, and she mentioned um wide hipped Adam. Now, one of two things could be happening here. Lola could be stuck, not Lola. Roxanne could be stuck in either a fatal four way or a triple threat. Adding another triple threat to this match is a little bit of overkill, in my opinion. And if I were you, I would make it a fatal four way. But that gives Roxanne a 25% chance of retaining her championship in a fatal four way. So, listen, Roxanne could be going up against anybody in this tournament, and not in this tournament, but anybody to defend her title. And they're going to determine that next week live on NXT. They're going to make the announcement. But like I said, if you was paying attention, Ava said she squared it away with Nick and Adam. Everything is done. The paperwork is signed. Everything is clear. So I don't know who it could be, but I'm going to take a stab at it and say one of those people she may be competed against, or a person she might compete against, might be Candice LeRae, which I think it should be Candice. And if it's going to be Candice, Candice needs to win. That's just me. I don't know who else it could be, but it'd be very interesting to see how that all plays out. Okay. I'm very curious as to who's going to be her opponent in NXT Battleground. But there's one more thing that I need to tell y'all. So I was on WWE's website, and WWE has announced that they're going to be going to Japan. And the announcement is on their page. It came today on the 21st, and it says WWE announced that they will be returning to Japan for 3 live shows in July. They're going to be in Edion Arena in Osaka on Thursday, July 25th. The Superstars will return to perform in Tokyo for the first time since 2019 with back-to-back shows at the Ryu Goku, I think that's how you say it, Arena on Friday in July 26th and Saturday, July 27th. These will mark the first WWE events, or their first return to Tokyo in 5 years, and their first return to Osaka in 6 years. And WWE has a rich history of live events in Japan dating back to 1994. Fans attending the WWE Super Show Summer Tour will see their favorite superstars in action, including Cody Rhodes, Shinsuke Nakamura, Drew McIntyre, Ashley, Io Sky, Kabuki Warriors, and more. So the tickets will be available at 10 a.m. on Saturday, June 1st from E Plus Lawson Ticket, Paya, and Koyodo Tokyo. Fans interested in exclusive pre-sales can visit eplus.jp./WWE for more information. So they have 3 live events for these 3 shows. 2 of them will be in Tokyo, and the other will be in Osaka. They say that the talent is subject to change. So sometimes if injuries happen or whatever, the talent may change for this particular event. Now that you guys know everything, I'm going to tell you guys this. So tomorrow, I will not be going live tomorrow for the Freestyle Wednesday because I can't. I have something I have to do. So Freestyle Wednesday will be pushed to Freestyle Thursday. And we'll talk and all that good stuff. Then we'll go over the event for King and Queen of the Ring. We will determine who's going to be the last 2 opponents for both the men and the women's side getting into the finals of the tournament. We'll see who's going to win and who's going to advance. I will talk all about that on Thursday. I will see you guys then. So you have a good night. I hope you guys enjoyed NXT. If you didn't watch it, please go watch it if you recorded it. If not, you kind of missed out, babe. And it takes a long time for Peacock to get NXT up. But I will say, don't miss out on next week because I think next week's show is going to be even bigger than this week. And with the announcement of Roxanne's opponent, I think that's going to ruffle some feathers. That's going to rock some shit. So be on the lookout for that and make sure you guys tune into NXT. I'll see you guys on Thursday.